Marshawn Kneeland, a name that only a few years ago symbolized promise, drive, and the bright future of the Dallas Cowboys, has now become the subject of heartbreak across the NFL. The 24-year-old defensive end's sudden and tragic death has left fans, teammates, and coaches reeling in disbelief. Just days after scoring his first ever NFL touchdown, Marshawn's life came to a devastating end, cutting short a journey that had only just begun. Born on July 8, 2021 in Grand Rapids, Michigan, Marshawn grew up in a humble background. From a young age, he had an unshakable passion for football, the type of kid who would spend hours studying plays and watching his idols on TV, dreaming that one day his name would echo in the stadiums he admired. That dream would come true, but not without hardship. Marshawn lost his mother in early 2024, and those close to him said her passing left a deep emotional scar. He carried her ashes and a pendant around his neck, a constant reminder of the woman who pushed him to chase greatness. At Godwin Heights High School, Marshawn was known for his speed, power, and relentless attitude. His coaches often said he was the hardest worker in the room. That dedication earned him a scholarship to Western Michigan University, where he transformed from a promising local athlete into one of the most feared defensive linemen in the MAC. By his senior year, he was named second-team All-MAC and gained attention from NFL scouts who praised his explosiveness and football IQ. In 2024, the Dallas Cowboys selected him in the second round of the NFL Draft, 56th overall, a huge moment not only for him, but for everyone who had watched him rise. Draft day footage showed Marshawn smiling through tears, holding that necklace with his mother's ashes and saying, "This is for her." That moment moved fans everywhere. It wasn't just about football anymore. It was about perseverance, pain, and the reward of never giving up. Marshawn's rookie year was a learning curve, like it is for most young players. He adjusted to the speed and pressure of the NFL, but always kept his head down and worked harder than ever. Teammates described him as a silent warrior, someone who didn't talk much, but when he did, people listened. He was humble, respectful, and determined to make his mark. By his second season, he started earning more playing time, and his name began to pop up in highlight reels. Then came the moment that would become bittersweet in hindsight. Monday Night Football against the Arizona Cardinals. It was late in the first half when the Cowboys blocked a punt and Marshawn pounced on the ball in the end zone for his first career touchdown. The stadium erupted. His teammates surrounded him in celebration, and fans across the country began tweeting about the young defensive end who had just scored his first NFL points. It was supposed to be the start of something great. But just 3 days later, tragedy struck. Late on Wednesday night, reports began surfacing from Texas that something was wrong. Police had been called to Marshawn's home for a welfare check after his girlfriend expressed deep concern for his safety. According to authorities, he hadn't been acting like himself. He had seemed distant, emotionally drained, and overwhelmed. Moments later, officers attempted to stop his vehicle in Frisco, Texas, for a minor traffic violation. Instead of stopping, Marshawn drove off, leading police on a brief pursuit that ended in a crash. What followed was confusion, panic, and heartbreak. When officers found him, it was already too late. He had died from what investigators described as a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The entire sports world froze. A young man who had seemed to have everything, a career on the rise, teammates who admired him, a loving girlfriend, and a fan base that was starting to believe in him, was suddenly gone. The Dallas Cowboys released a statement confirming his death. "We are deeply saddened to announce the passing of Marshawn Kneeland. He was a beloved member of our organization, a teammate full of energy and positivity, and he will be missed beyond words. Our thoughts and prayers are with his girlfriend Catalina, his family, and everyone who knew him." That single message unleashed an outpouring of emotion across social media. NFL players from rival teams posted tributes. One wrote, "Even when someone's smiling, you never really know what they're going through. Check in on your people." Fans left thousands of comments filled with heartbreak and disbelief, sharing clips of Marshawn's last game, his smile, his celebration, his energy. In one moment, he looked unstoppable. In the next, he was gone. His agent described him as one of the most genuine souls in the game. Those who knew Marshawn personally said he had been struggling with grief and mental pressure for a while. Losing his mother, The constant grind of professional football and the weight of expectation had all taken their toll. Yet, like many young athletes, he hid his pain behind a smile. His college coach remembered him as the kind of player you build a program around. He said Marshawn wasn't just a great athlete, he was a role model, someone who inspired others to push through adversity. Western Michigan University held a candlelight vigil in his honor, where former teammates spoke through tears, remembering his laughter and leadership. Cowboys teammates posted stories about how Marshawn always made them laugh during long practices. One recalled how he would bring in donuts for the defensive line after every win, calling it their victory breakfast. Another shared that Marshawn had been talking about starting a foundation to help kids in underprivileged communities back home in Michigan. He wanted to give back. He wanted to make his mother proud. In the days following his death, the team locker room fell silent. His locker remained untouched, with his jersey hanging neatly as players stopped by to say their goodbyes. The Cowboys organization brought in grief counselors, and head coach Mike McCarthy reportedly broke down in tears while addressing the team. He said, "We lost more than a player. We lost family." NFL analysts have since reflected on the growing importance of mental health support in professional sports. The league has launched programs, but cases like Marshawn's remind everyone how real and urgent the issue still is. Behind every highlight, every post-game interview, and every cheer from the stands, there's a person, a young man or woman carrying pressures most can't see. Fans have since turned his social media pages into digital memorials. His last Instagram post, a photo of him smiling after the Cardinals game with the caption, "God's plan," has now become a symbol of bittersweet irony and heartbreak. Underneath, thousands have commented, "Rest easy, champ. Gone too soon. You'll never be forgotten." As investigations continue, the official cause has been ruled an apparent suicide. But for those who loved Marshawn, the how matters less than the why. Everyone keeps asking, how could someone so full of promise reach such a dark place? The answer is something society continues to struggle with: the silent battles that so many face alone. Marshawn Kneeland's story is a reminder that success, fame, and talent don't shield anyone from pain. It's a call to compassion, understanding, and awareness. If anything good can come from this tragedy, it's the hope that others who are struggling might speak up, seek help, and realize that they are not alone. The Cowboys are expected to honor him in their next home game, with his jersey displayed on the sidelines and players wearing helmet decals in his memory. The team also plans to set up a scholarship in his name to help underprivileged youth in Michigan, a fitting tribute to a young man who never forgot where he came from. Marshawn Kneeland's story is one of triumph, tragedy, and legacy. From a kid chasing dreams in Grand Rapids to a young NFL star who inspired millions, his light may have been brief, but it burned bright. He left behind a message that transcends football, one about love, struggle, and the unseen weight of expectation. To his girlfriend, Catalina, his family, teammates, and fans, may his memory remind us all to look out for one another, to ask questions, to listen, and to care. Rest easy, Marshawn. Gone too soon, but never forgotten. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity and sports updates just like this.